Hello, my beautiful Geminis. We are here for your X return video. Will your X return? The overall energy is it's time to take a nap. All right, a nap is always good. I like a good siesta. All right, deep knowing. Oh, you really have a deep understanding of your love interest, don't you? Gemini. Going the distance. That's really an intriguing card for the opener here. That's the overall energy of your reading. So let's look and see what your ex is thinking, feeling, how they're sizing up the situation in terms of returning to a romantic relationship with you. The Five of Coins, they feel really lonely without you. Gemini, well, of course, this person has the key to this big door that they feel that they're locked out of. If you look at this picture, she seems to think she's, forlorn, locked out, sad, but the truth is there's a big fat key for a big fat door with a big fat lock. So your person has the ability to do what's needed. They just don't see what it is. Okay. It's pretty basic stuff, and they don't seem like they're a very practical sort. Okay. So how do they feel in their energy right now about your relationship? Brokenhearted. Look at this. Healing. They see that they feel as though it may be a lost cause and that both of you need to heal. How do they view the situation? How do they view you? Somebody who's not guarded. They felt that you were guarded before. You are no longer feeling like they don't think that you're guarding the relationship. They feel as though loyalty has been an issue in this relationship, that perhaps they were not loyal enough to you. The King of Pentacles says how they view the relationship moving forward. They are not a risk taker. Your person, Gemini, is not going to throw caution to the wind. What they are going to do is to try to prove to you, simply by being around you in your life, offering like little bits of service, offering to help you in practical ways. That's how they see the way forward with you. They definitely miss you. They're definitely heartbroken. This also can indicate that they did not take care of business before the relationship started, and it looks like there's a third-party situation, and they see you as a person who's like, really, okay, I thought this was cleaned up. I thought this was fixed. It's oftentimes, I see this card a lot when I'm looking at relationship issues where somebody is divorced or didn't ever get a divorce and they've been separated for years from a spouse. And there are people who really do that. It's hard for me to comprehend because, I'm like, let's get it done. But there are people who do that. They just allow messy, negative situations to plague them, and it brings a lot of sadness. And that's what I'm seeing here. That they feel as though the way they view the situation is they're hurting, they're wounded, they're depressed, they're struggling, and they see you as like, okay, well, I'm not defending the turf of our relationship anymore. There's nothing to defend. There's no loyalty here, and that your person wants loyalty. Without loyalty, they're not going to be in the relationship with you. So, I have that vice versa. They see you as a person who demands loyalty, and without it, you are not throwing caution to the winds. Okay. How they feel, the hidden energy is they are passionate. They're having a lot of fantasies. That horsey wants to get wild. Lots of passion. That's Sagittarius energy. So we do have Taurus energy. We have Three of Swords, which is Libra energy. The Four of Swords is Libra energy. The Nine of Wands is very defensive energy, and that, Sagittarius, right? It's hard for me to relate that to Sagittarius. I always stumble on that one. The Six of Cups is the energy of Scorpio. The King of Pentacles energy is Taurus. The Page of Wands energy is Sagittarius once again. The Knight of Wands is also Sagittarius energy. So we have the Star card reversed is how they feel, you know, in terms of how they view the situation, what they think the way forward is that they feel as though the two of you really love each other, okay? Because the Star card upright is hopes and dreams for love coming true. It really means that this person holds on to you. But when I get it, in fact, I'm not even sure if I've ever gotten this Star card reversed. I mean, I'm sure I have, but the Star card reverse is sort of like hopeless. Like, I'm hopelessly feeling, this is what they're saying to themselves, it's hopeless, I can't do anything about it, I can't change the situation, I don't see my way out, I can't punch my way out of a paper bag, even though I could clearly do it. This person is a person who suffers probably from a very negative viewpoint about life. They probably sleep too much. You have a deep knowing though, Gemini. This is a wounded bird, so to speak. What's the outcome here for the future for our beautiful Geminis on X return? I don't feel this person really left your life. I just feel you aren't dating. You have the Eight of Wands reversed. Again, they're not taking action. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify these cards. This person looks like they had troubles before you came into the picture, that you were kind enough and good enough to be very generous with them, but it looks like they have shadow work to do and that they haven't done it. They're not finished, and your deep knowing now is that their failure in this relationship has nothing to do with you, because at least for those of you who are in our feminine energy for this reading, male or female, we've been trained, feminine energy has been trained to always think, I'm not good looking enough, I'm lacking, it's about me, I'm not worthy of love, and that is a conditioning aspect that you clearly do not participate in because you have deep knowing. So for the Geminis I'm reading for, that's just poppycock. You know, that's not where you're at. You understand. You have a very deep understanding of this person. You're willing to go the distance with them in terms of the relationship. Like, you're really willing to sort of live through this cycle. If they make it through, okay. If they don't, you're really okay with that. But it does show that there was a very deep, happy connection between the two of you when I get these cards, because the Eight of Wands reverse means that at one time it was upright. You know, you had a lot of passion. It was a lot of fun. It was pretty sexy. When we get the Star card, at one time, the two of you had a lot of hopes and dreams. You definitely thought this person could be your wish fulfillment. You know, we get the Six of Cups. At one time, that was upright. There was stability and happiness and joy. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to get this beautiful King of Pentacles. So the clarifier for the page for the Five of Pentacles is this person needs to look at things differently. And they're starting to look at things differently. The page is all about a new awakening, a new awareness, and that is Gemini energy. It's, you know, it's looking at a third-party situation through different eyes, and look at this, beautiful, beautiful. Your person is beginning to understand that they could be in this energy, and they don't have to stay there. They're learning. Basically what it says is that you have given them the ability through your communication to, because this is you, Gemini, to see things differently. They now feel better about themselves. In fact, they feel a little bit cocky. You make this person feel very exuberant, very happy. They go from being heartbroken to feeling like, look at me, I can go the distance. Look at how cool I am. Somebody really sees me for my value, but they need to build their self-esteem, which you are keenly aware. Look at this, the Seven of Wands. This person's very defensive. They're very wounded. You know, you really do know that. But they do want a reconciliation. They want you in their life. Now, do I see you doing this? No, not until they clean it up, you know, not until they find their path to you. But you will keep the door open as long as you're not dating someone else. You will make a head over heart decision about this, and you have already. because it does look, again, like the two of you are in communication. The Hanged Man, you really know what you're doing. This is a Hanged Man reverse, okay? Hanged Man this is a Hanged Man in the upright position. But you're not hanging around anymore. You are not waiting for this person. Waiting does not feel natural. You've got your third eye here. You really have a deep understanding, again, a deep knowing. And you are not waiting around for this person. You have launched yourself. You have launched yourself into the air. And you're having fun. Look at all this yellow, like sunshiny energy around it. So you've really had some good times recently. You've had some laughter. You're feeling sexy and vibrant, and you know, you always do typically. But the Six of Pentacles is now saying that for you, without loyalty being a two-way street, you don't think this person was loyal to you, and they know it. And that's what's going on. As you communicate right now, and this is Libra energy, so you are talking to this person, but you're not trying to defend, you're not trying to do anything to change their mind. What you are saying to them in a very soft, gentle way is, you know, hey, you know, I understand where you're at, and I understand what you've been through, and, you know, we had some great times. I like our friendship, but, you know, unless there's equal give and take, my life has to go on elsewhere. And that doesn't mean I don't care about you, but it does mean, and this is your dialogue with them, of course, it does mean that I'm looking for something that with someone who can give me and fulfill my dreams for love. So the energy is really beautiful. What are you going to say to this person about not throwing caution to the winds? Okay, right, you can't have it both ways. That's what you're going to say. Basically, what you're saying is until they really deal with a divorce that hasn't been completed or hasn't been finished, and again, I don't see them living with this person. I just don't see it. I don't think you would not have involved yourself with this. So when I get the Justice card, you're saying, you know what, there was a false mask somehow. This was presented differently. And we see the false mask dropping away. Justice is restored. Libra energy is restored. The truth is restored. And this person was not available, though they presented themselves as being available to you, Gemini. Okay, why do we have the Knight of Wands here? Why do we have the Knight of Wands? Why is it here? Ooh, the Sun card. Wow. Sun card's the happiest card in the deck. That's Leo energy. This person never had a physical relationship or more fun with anybody else in their life. They never laughed as much. They never had as much joy. The sun rules children, so if there were children in the mix here, and there could have been, because we see some pages, it indicates that you were a really stabilizing tour de force in their lives. Really beautiful. Okay, why do they think that their hopes and dreams for love will not come true? Why do they think their hopes and dreams for love will not come true for our beautiful gems? Well, you are the fiery, beautiful Queen of Inspiration, Queen of Wands. They feel as though the fates, boy, this person's depressed. I mean, well, I'm not making any statement other than casual conversation about being a person who's had dark moments, as we all have for the most part. But this is a card, you can see it. It's a card basically sort of like this, very inky, very dark, very much a struggle. And this is the energy they're in. They're trying to heal their heart. They feel as though life has really put them on the edge, that the circumstances of their life never allowed them to have the love that they need and want. They feel as though you will not give them the love that they need and want because they've made a mess, or they aren't available to you in the truest sense of the word. But they do see you as an ultimate protector sent by the universe, Gemini, sent by the universe to keep them from falling off of the edge of this. It's almost like being in space. Here's the abyss right here. And here's you. This is the hand of fate, that the fates have helped you sort of say, don't fall off here, don't fall off into the abyss. There's no reason. And Gemini, for most of you, you understand this because you've lived it. You've had an abyss in your lives. So for the Geminis I'm reading for, I would say most of you were in situations growing up that made you incredibly intuitive, understanding, very emotionally intelligent, and very much aware of how painful situations growing up can either break you or make you. And I feel as though for the Geminis for whom I'm reading, that for many of you, your experiences growing up made you very strong. And so let's see why the Eight of Wands is here. This is the month of August. When we look at the Eight of Wands, we're getting the Five of Materials, Five of Coins energy. So let's see the Death card. This person has a lot of work to do. You are not going to let them come back into your life until they've gone through the transformation. And it really is in their headspace, because if you look at this, you're going to continue to be their friend though. The Page of Inspiration or the Ace of Inspiration indicates that you'll talk to them, you'll hang out with them. In some ways, you're sort of almost rebuilding the relationship and reestablishing different boundaries with a clean slate. But what I'm getting here is the Death card is here. If you notice this Death card, the moth is coming out of the way, out of the person's head, which is the way they think. So this is Scorpio energy. They have to go through their transformation. They have to do whatever they need to do to come to you the right way. But you're willing to be their friend. You're willing to be close to them. You're willing to spend time with them. There were many things about the relationship that were very wonderful, warm, happy. You know, it made you feel like when you got up every day, there was a little more pep in your step. And so what I'm seeing here, though, is that it's the way they think. They're caught up in this sort of very negative way of thinking. And that's what you see as needing to be transformed. Oddly enough, you are going to be the most transformative energy for this person. I feel as though in your viewpoint, tell me if I'm right or wrong in the comments below, please, that you do not even think this person will scratch the surface of what needs to be done for probably anywhere from 3 months to a year. 13 months. The Death card is the number 13. You feel as though they need to go through some seasons of their life. They certainly need to end this mess. They need to understand that they can go the distance, that they can be happy. They need to understand that this was not a fluke, that life is meant to be happy, life is meant to be good, that sort of if you could do it, they can do it too. So Gemini, that is your Will My Ex Return? They really never left quite. I feel as though for those with whom I'm reading, you're either in a benevolent mood towards them with a feeling of this sort of kindness for the mess that they're in, and a really deep understanding of why they're in that mess, and it has nothing to do with you. Or you're really still in this person's environment, chatting with them on occasion and maintaining some sort of friendship, but not romance. All right, take care, Gemini. Thanks so much. Send me some love. Sending you love from Chicago. Bye-bye.